So it's new bike day down here at the speed shop today. It's a Royal Enfield Trials 500 Bullet. It's the last of the original Bullet models that was discontinued last year. We've got the new 350 coming, but yeah, this is the sort of last of the old Thumper. I've swapped out an Interceptor, or two Interceptors for one of these and a Meteor, just to mix up the Enfield fleet so people can come down and ride pretty much all the Enfields back to back. And I thought this was just a bit of intrigue because it is their most recent or the last of the line of the Bullets. So it's a bit exciting for me. I quite like it. Red frame, matches me. It matches me bike lift. But yeah, so we've got red frame, back to 24 horsepower. Trial style. I think realistically it's not going to do much trials work. But I just like the style of it. Leather seat, rear rack, big tank. It's just a really practical bike. It's also thankfully got a Kickstarter because the battery's dead on it. So that's it. In terms of price, what have I paid? Paid $3,650, which for a 2020 bike with 360 miles on the clock is an absolute bargain. That was just a private sale. So yeah, so there's a few of them floating around, but that one at 3.6 was by far away the cheapest. As I say, it's been offset by getting rid of the two Interceptors. So there'll be two Interceptors, two Continentals, this, a Meteor, and a 350 Classic next year. So the idea is, yeah, people can come down and try all the Enfield. So if you're a club or a group or whatever, you want to come down and ride them back to back, or a dealership wanting to bring customers down, just give us a shout. Also, there'll be days open for people to book onto individually and things like that. So that's the idea, just to mix it up a bit, really. So I'm quite excited. It does look nice, doesn't it? I just love the upswept exhaust. I love that red frame with the solo seat, big silver tank. They did do it with a green frame, which I wasn't as keen on. But this one, as I say, just came up at the right price and yes, jumped at it really. Centre stand, everything else. So yeah, shall we hear it? Shall we see if we can get it kicked up? Everyone likes to hear a started bike, don't they? So yeah, so it did start initially, but I was moving it around a little bit too much, and I think because it's not been used for a while. The chap had bought it. He'd done the Bullet experience in India, come back, bought a Bullet, and then realised for the UK probably not as suitable. See if it'll start first kick. There we go. Just the utter lag in the throttle input versus the engine response. You can tell that there's a big slow piston gradually getting moving when you twist that throttle. If you've never ridden one of these, they are interesting. They are like nothing else. They are a bit vibey. They aren't particularly smooth. They do have a nice bit of torque, and by about 65 miles an hour they're out of puff, but I think it's the experience of riding one more than the performance or anything else that goes with it. I mean, just look at the way the bike's shaking. You see that? It's pulsing. Front wheels shimmering. Almost you can smell India. Love it. So 323 miles. Yeah, so when you compare that to that 0 at 12,000 that were at the show, it feels like you're getting a lot more bite for your money with something like this. I think the new 350 will do well because it's obviously a more modern design. It should outperform this as well, I would have thought, even though it's a smaller cubic capacity. I think the refinement and everything should stretch. You know, should be can't get my words out today. Should be a bit quicker than this, or at least a little bit smoother. So I think the 350 probably will be the bike to have. It'll be the nicer bike to ride and everything else. Will it have the same charm as the old one? Who knows really until we've ridden it. Good reports about the Meteor. So with it being based on the frame and chassis, it bodes well for the new 350 coming. So I'm going to get this taxed and then wait for the wind to calm down because it's been a bit crazy these last few days. Take it for a little potter around the local roads. And yeah, if you want to come down and ride it, www.dorothyspeedshop.com. I'm just updating the website with new dates for next year. But if you want to get in touch with any groups, you want to come down, or a dealership want to bring some customers down and ride some bikes, I've got these and the Posties and the A2 bikes. Just give us a shout. All right, take it easy. Cheers.